Did you uncover in your own neighborhood that ignited a community's fight against animal cruelty? I've always been an animal lover, but nothing could have prepared me for the darkness I encountered in my own neighborhood. It all started when I moved into my cozy little house, excited to start a new chapter in my life. Little did I know, this chapter would be filled with despair and cruelty. It all began one sunny afternoon when I was gardening in my front yard. I heard a faint whimpering coming from the house next door. Intrigued and concerned, I peeked through the fence, and what I saw shook me to my core. There, in the backyard, were a group of emaciated dogs, their fur matted and filled with ticks. The oppressive stench of neglect hung heavily in the air. My heart ached for these innocent creatures, trapped in a living nightmare. I knew I had to take action, to rescue these poor souls from their abusive environment. I started by documenting every instance of neglect I witnessed. I took photographs, recorded videos, and diligently kept a journal of the horrors I witnessed. But I soon realized that one person alone couldn't save these animals. I needed the help of my community, the brave souls willing to stand up against cruelty. So I started spreading the word, rallying my neighbors to take action. I shared my evidence with them, hoping it would ignite a fire in their hearts. And much to my relief, it did. People started knocking on my door, armed with information and determination. Together, we formed a tight-knit group, bound by our shared mission to ensure justice was served and the animals were rescued. We reached out to local animal rights organizations and reported the abusive owner to the authorities. We didn't stop there. We organized protests outside the house, demanding that the owner be held accountable for their heinous acts. The community stood united, their rage burning brightly in their eyes. Word spread like wildfire, and soon, the media caught wind of our campaign for justice. News outlets covered the story, spreading awareness and putting pressure on the authorities to take action. It wasn't easy, though. The owner fought back, denying any wrongdoing and claiming they were simply overwhelmed. But we didn't falter. We knew the truth, and we were hellbent on exposing it. After what felt like an eternity, the day of reckoning finally arrived. The authorities arrived at the scene, armed with a search warrant and brimming with determination. They stormed the house, rescuing the animals and apprehending the abusive owner. The screams of the innocent creatures echoed through the neighborhood, a cathartic release of their suffering. As the months passed, we watched the animals recover and flourish. They found loving homes, where they would finally experience the kindness and compassion they deserved. Our community continued to advocate for animal rights, ensuring that this kind of cruelty would never be tolerated again. But our work was far from over. We soon realized that the owner had been involved in other cases of animal abuse, and that the authorities had yet to uncover the full extent of their wrongdoing. We knew we had to keep fighting, to make sure that justice was served and that no other animals would ever suffer at the hands of this cruel individual. So we continued to spread the word, to rally people to our cause. We refused to rest until justice had been served. And as long as there are animals suffering, we will be there, ready to fight for justice and ensure that no creature has to endure such cruelty ever again.